Hello world, my name is Joey with GameBuds, and today I'm going to be playing a very great game. To be fair, it's called Divinity Original Sin. Now, up until a few weeks ago, I didn't even know this game existed, even though it's been out for over a year now. If the first thing you've noticed that the voice is different, that is the case. I am in fact a different person altogether. The first video you've obviously met Rick. This video is obviously introducing myself. So there are going to be two of us on this channel. So what does that mean for the channel, really, for yourselves? Well, we like to think of it as there's more options, there's more chance for you to be satisfied with the content on this page. If you don't like myself, or you don't like my playthroughs, you don't like my commentary, then there's always a chance you might like Rick on his videos. So like I said, this game is, I have played it before. I've got about 10 hours into it. I'm not great at RPGs or anything like that, but this game really caught me into its web. Really, it's just fascinating game. It doesn't hold your hand at any point through, which I don't like holding hands. So let's jump right into this game. So obviously it's going to be a single player. I think you can jump in online afterwards. Explorer mode for story and exploration, challenge and combat is difficult for you. Need your wits. I think we'll go for the explorer mode. Like I say, this game you need to really understand the fundamentals and the stats behind it. I'm not really into that kind of thing. I am more on the story mode and just enjoying the gameplay that it offers. So you have two characters that you can control, two main characters. Obviously, logic dictates that there are two of us on this channel, so let's create two characters. Obviously, I'm player one because it's my house. That's the way it rolls. And player 2 can be Rick. So obviously I don't want to be a woman, so how do I change that? So let's customize that. So looking at this, we've got a few options. Like I said, these points, I have looked on YouTube and that before I started playing this game, and there are a couple of things that, stuff not to do and stuff to do. I'm not really interested in that kind of thing. I'm just going to go for flat out what I think is going to be fun. But let's change that to male. Don't want to be a fighter. I'm always, in any of these type of games, I'm always the same kind of character. I'm always a ranger. Range, where I can get an animal, you know, like a hunter on WoW. That is kind of my way to play. So if we look at Wayfarer, they're very similar to range class, but you also can summon a spider. Now that is going to be very beneficial to me, so I am going to go along with that. No AI, we don't really need it.
What could that have done?
Careful now, that's a trap.
Ah, a Ford.
What can I cook up today?
We'll go with the wizard voice, that sounds kind of cool. Skin colour, oh, I'm going to play around with this. I want to be pure white. Head, come on, we'll go with a full facial hair. Oh my goodness, I was not expecting that. I'm not ginger, I'm in fact got brown hair, so we'll try and find brown hair. There we go, that sounds good. Underwear, not really sure what this impact this has on the gameplay, but we'll go with the nifty 13. Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds really cool. So I'm a wayfarer, so I get first aid, so I can heal people, heal myself. I can summon a spider and ricochet, so that fires a normal arrow that deals 14 to 22 piercing damage and then forks to the next range. So that'll come in interesting. I'm not sure what Rick wants to be, but I will probably make him some kind of sorcerer. Now, do you know what? We'll make him a knight. Yeah, we'll go in that. We can cure wounds so he can heal himself or nearby target. He's got battering ram and he's got encourage. Encourage allies around you. Not sure what that does. We'll have a quick look. Thunder jump, that's pretty cool. Walk in shadows, we come over the shadows. Heal yourself. Okay. It's not just a general warrior fighter. There we go. Crushing out, battering ram. No, do you know what? We'll go with the knight for now. So that way we can have someone up close in combat and someone ranged. So yeah, male will do. Oh, you can change portrait as well. Did not know that.
stone wheel.
We'll stick
Now,
with
what
Rude
do I
Boys, that
have
sounds
that
kinda
needs
cool.
sharpening?
He can be tanned. I like that moustache, that fits very well with him. If you know Rick, and that hair is perfect. Absolutely perfect. That's a spitting image of Rick. Feel a bit uncomfortable choosing his underwear for him, but you know, we'll go with that. Accept. So let's jump right in. Where is here we go. Yep, I am ready to go. First,
In the days of old, the sorcerers of Riverlong cured the sick and healed the wounded through a great power called Source. But a terrible darkness invaded the land, and Source was forever tainted. The sorcerers who once healed now only destroy, and madness has overtaken them. A few brave Source hunters are all that stand between Riverlon and the dark power that threatens to destroy it. Wherever Source appears, hunters follow.
it is a phenomenal game.
Rise and shine, Master Source Hunters. The captain wants you up on deck. Hear them gulls? Means we're close to shore. I don't ever you go in there, Master Source Hunters. City's full of undead, hungry enough for blood. But you're supposed to investigate that murder, ain't you? They say it's Source that did the Counselor in. Source in a city like Sicil, nowhere safe anymore. Here they are, Captain Sir.
God's blessings on you, hunters. You'll be happy to hear we've reached Sicil. But there's trouble offshore, so we'll have to sail in carefully. Here, have a look. Those are orc ships, and they're blocking our passage. We'll get you as close to the city as we can, and drop you off on the beach. Be wary now. Orcs are on the attack. Undead have closed every route out, and there's a sorcerer on the loose. If we're to get justice for the Counselor, you'll have to keep your wits about you. May the luck of the gods be with you both, Source Hunters.
That is very cool. Right. Very interesting. So if you didn't catch that, basically, we're trying to reach Sicil, if that's how you pronounce it, whereas a council have been murdered, and we're here to investigate. So let's jump in. So I'm controlling Rick at the moment. I am on PC, you know, with a PC Master Race. Okay, I should say. So like I said, I have played this before.
There were orc ships raiding to the west.
Got about 10 hours in, and then
mistake this for a
I did get stuck.
classic
It does get gradually more difficult as it goes along. I'm not gonna lie, I probably am not gonna finish this. It's a very, very long game, and you have to spend a lot of hours building up your characters and learning the ins and outs of this game, which I don't think I'm not intelligent enough to do that, if I'm completely honest. So we're jumping into the fight straight away. See, this kind of battle system as well, it's not really what I'm used to. It's not really the
As you
kind
say.
of game I'd play. For some reason, I just can't get enough of this combat system. It just plays really well.
Arise, fair dead! Seize upon our enemies!
Just summoning 300 skeletons. See, in fantasy games or anything like that, anything where you can summon creatures, or you can get a pet that follows you around and helps you out, that just appeals to me, that kind of character. I used to play World of Warcraft, and I was always the hunter. So he didn't last very long. even, like I say, as I understand it, even out of combat, you do get these action points. Depending on what gear you wear, depending on what kind of moves you've got, they all cost points. So it's better, you know, you've got the strategy element to it as well, where you want to save points as well to build up. So who else was flying? Oh, just walked straight by him. So that's the end of those guys.
Their leader said something about escaping with a...
Those thieves were more than pet. Dungeon, I imagine. Can we get inside?
We can't well turn away from such an odious show of force. Let's investigate the tomb.
Yes,
Indeed.
let's do it.
For
Excuse me, clear my throat there. So what are the reasons going into YouTube? Well, let's be honest. I can be honest. The YouTube community and that is really saturated for gaming, and I understand that. But the main reason for me is obviously I am a gamer. I've always been a gamer. It's something that I've always enjoyed, and my other hobby is YouTube, watching videos on YouTube. So why not combine the two and see what we can actually, you know, make out of it? You know, God does love a trier. So while I'm here, I'm just gonna heal myself just in case.
I've got all the remedies.
Careful, there's a mine in the middle of our path.
Someone must have an interest in protecting whatever's kept there.
Ah, bugger. Did not mean to do that. I could have probably just run by that, but... Oh, home. Just quickly heal up here.
Revitalize and restore.
Trying to avoid that fire. So one of the interesting things about this game as well is you've got the fire elements, you've got the water elements. So say if you get a spell that causes it to
I've always
rain,
heard there's typically more
if you're
to
then using
King's tomb than
a
meets
lightning
the
spell
eye.
on top of that, it's going to
could
cause
be a
more
myth.
damage.
Or could be our lucky
And that's
day.
really interesting to me. Like I say, it probably does get more in depth as it goes along. So it's not just water and electricity. And to beat some of the harder bosses, you do have to get used to using that old mechanic.
What's this? I found something.
Switch back to Rick.
We made short work of that door, but I don't imagine our weapons would survive such use for long.
Yes, this is one of the games as well where it's got durability. I'm not usually a big fan of durability, I'm going to be honest, in any game. I like to, if I've got a weapon, I like to use it all the time. I don't want to waste money fixing it and making sure the durability is high. Same with the armor as well. So, for example, obviously this floor here is on fire, but if we use this rain spell, we can actually put that out and then we can proceed.
I need to dry off.
There we go. But also that makes us wet. So like I said, if there was some kind of spellcaster around, he could then use an electric bolt to do more damage to us.
Hold. Our enemies have laid a trap. I'm tripping.
Maybe the lock can be jimmied.
Okay, no man. Try Rick. He's probably a bit stronger. Nah, I'm not wasting time getting into that. It's probably some kind of worthless item anyway. So where do we go from here? There probably will be a lot of cutting as well in this video. Well, in all the videos for this game, because there is a lot of thinking.
There
You
must
know,
be some way to open
it's not as
this.
linear as some of the games, so there is a lot of thinking. And I don't want to bore you as much as I already am with me running around thinking how to fix it, how to solve the puzzles. So again, let's just